it's a skill learning. So like it will take time to get some of the stuff. You might not get it right away, and breaking down the moves will help. So for example, if you want to achieve like a Superman push-up where you go Hello, my name is Bartek, and today we're going to cover explosiveness and how do you get more explosive with your push-ups, so you can do like different freestyle moves and work up to like your back clap, triple clap, or Superman, whatever it is that you want to achieve. So this is going to be like a stepping stone in order to start practicing those movements later down the line, okay? Now a great way to practice these movements is with a resistant band attached to your hips. That you just put on the pull-up bar, and that's going to take a lot of weight from you. However, if you don't have that, you don't have a pull-up bar, you don't have a resistant band, this is a way to practice it on the floor from like right at the beginning, okay? So let's assume you already are strong enough to do a push-up, and this is where we're going to start from, okay? So if you haven't got your push-up yet, then you shouldn't really be thinking about doing clap push-ups or any of this stuff yet. Your first priority is to get strong enough to just do a push-up, okay? But if you go to push-ups, you can do 5, 10, 15, 20, whatever the number is, give it a try, okay? So our first exercise is more for just getting used to being away from the floor. So you're gonna get onto your knees and line your shoulders with your hands. And now what you want to do is go down and then push yourself up off the floor as much as you can, and this is again a nice and comfortable way to practice explosiveness, okay? So from here up as much as you can. As soon as you're more comfortable with that, because obviously when you do it on your knees, you'll just be kind of putting your weight on your knees, and you don't really want that. So from here you're going to try on your toes and lift it up as much as you can, okay? So with explosive training, the way I tend to teach it is do as many repetitions as you can that are explosive. So let's say, for example, that I've done 5 repetitions and my 6th one wasn't an explosive push-up. So as an example, this is how it would look. So for example, I've done my 5, they nice and high, and then the 6th one is like, okay, this is, you don't even want to get to that point where you can hardly lift yourself off the ground. So you should leave some fuel in the tank for the next set that you're going to do, because our priority is to use that fresh energy, which usually is going to last about 15 to 20 seconds. So after that, you're going to pretty much gas yourself out. So yeah, that's your first exercise. Now, starting with something easy as well, like a clap push-up, that's your next progression that you should be working with, and get that pretty comfortable, okay? So here again, up. You're going to clap and just do your clap push-ups, and again working with something that's going to challenge you, they can still be explosive with, and they can do, at least few repetitions with. You don't just want to do one, although that's still going to help because practice is practice. But main thing is you don't want to go to failure, and you need to rest quite a long period of time in between of those sets, because you'll see if you only rest, for example, 30 seconds, the next set is just not going to be quality enough. So give it that good rest, try it again, and then suddenly you're going to feel yourself being more and more explosive. Now, when you already got a good level of explosiveness, you're going to want to try some different moves, and here are some things you can try. But again, approach these things as, it's a skill learning. So like it will take time to get some of this stuff. You might not get it right away, and breaking down the moves will help. So for example, if you want to achieve like a Superman push-up where you go off the ground, then you can break it down into first just bringing your arms up, getting comfortable with that, and then suddenly you're going to give it like a little try of like, just see where you are, test the waters, and then start bringing it higher and higher, and then you're going to start becoming more and more explosive. Now, with the body weight, so the more you weight, the kind of harder it's going to become, because you just have more weight to push up, and also extra fat doesn't help. So the kind of leaner you are, the less you weigh, it is going to be to your advantage, but at the same time, it doesn't mean you cannot do these things where you weigh 100 kilograms, okay? So don't let that stop you. Give it a good try. Practice it often, 3 times a week. If you want to see some good results, or just do it, 10 minutes every time you do your workout. With calisthenics, it's more about consistency and kind of doing it over and over again, rather than trying once to be like, oh yeah, I'm not explosive, I'm not going to train it. This is the kind of training I used to do probably about 3 years ago, when I was really into like push-up freestyle. I haven't done it for ages, but I just thought, it will be useful for some people that are looking to, get into the little push-up freestyle, and then you can all put it all together so it looks, good, and then it's just something nice to do, which isn't necessarily hard. Like some things in calisthenics just take a much longer time than learning these skills here. Okay, so I'll do a little combo for you, just so you can see kind of what you can put together after that. Again, I haven't done it for a while, so let's see what we got. Okay, so you just put things together and make sure it flows nicely, but that comes after you practice, okay? But it's something worth practicing towards, because it's just fun to do, and in your training you also want to enjoy it. But I hope this tutorial helped you, and you can start getting more explosive, and you know where to start. And make sure you subscribe to stay yourself updated. Also helps my channel to grow. I'll see you in the next video.